Cartwright open us in prayer. You guys would bow your heads.
Hi, good evening. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Have you had a perfect week? I was going to read this. This week I was putting together the annual budget for next year for 2014-2015. And with about 3 months under my belt, that's really hard to do. I've done other budgets, but with prepping for everything coming up for next year and learning everything in the past, it's like, whoa, you know? So it really became one of those things where it's like, God, I can do about 10% of this, and the rest of the 90, you're going to absolutely have to bring in wisdom, knowledge, and all that. And we're studying right now in our small group, James, and it just really hit home. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask. Who gives, and God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Goes on to talk about asking without doubting. That's a tough one, isn't it? It's like, I know God can do it, but is He going to come through for me in this particular instance? So let's just take a moment to pray, and then we can bring this meeting to the Lord. Lord, we are so thankful that you're here with us, that you bring us guidance, that you bring us wisdom, that you help us to grow, and we're so appreciative of CYT and how it allows the families to be there for each other and hold each other accountable. But yet brings skills and needs that we have, skills for doing theater together, and also skills for building our lives. In your name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Rob. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our new parents and our veteran parents. I'm so happy that you're all here. Welcome to Lindy Seifker back there. So good to see you. Helping out this morning. Thank you for coming. To start out, I do have an agenda that's on the counter over there. If you didn't get one, that you can help follow on with what we're going to do. And today is our backstage day. I think we're celebrating backstage day because our backstage crew comes in today for their workshop. And we're excited to have them join us. We have 21, I believe, that are going to be helping with our backstage. So we are celebrating their presence. They're coming to us today. The first thing on our agenda that we're going to go over is the parent order form. I had about 30 extra I printed out. If you didn't bring yours with you from home, there's a few extra on the table over there. Those of you who are veterans, you guys know this inside and out. It looks pretty much the same every time, but I'm going to quickly go over some of the points so some of the new people can understand how this works. The first category in our parent order form are the tech week meals. You'll see we have a lot here because the way our schedule works for this show. On Sunday, everyone will be coming in. We have extended our time, so Sunday. Can somebody hand me a tech week schedule that's over on that table? I didn't bring it up here with me. First of all, on Saturday, this is our tech weekend. Starting on Saturday, May 24th. The kids, the cast is here, and they're rehearsing from 9 to 2, regular time. The backstage crew is going to come and watch the show. Yeah, thank you. And only the set committee and some of the parents that are working on the backstage set committee are going to be over at the high school that day, on Saturday. From 12 to 5, they'll be in the high school. But all the rest of us will be here rehearsing one final rehearsal. That's the day we also have the ABC teams will be giving their chant and at our lunchtime. They do their final chant on that day. My green room team, I'll have to get to them, remind them that that's the day we have our ice cream sundae party for the winning ABC team. We give them an ice cream sundae party. And so the green room team helps that day by bringing in all the treats we need for that party. Then on Sunday, we have extended our time. It was 12 to 6, and now we have added a couple more hours from 12 to 8 on Sunday because we don't have any rehearsal on Monday. So that will be a really nice break right there in the midst of that stretch of tech week. It will be really nice to take the day off on Monday, but that means we're going to work really hard on Sunday. From 12 to 3, we will have the cast and pizza in the choir room, doing a sits probe. That's a technical term meaning they're sitting in their seats. They're going to talk and sing through the show with the orchestra for the first time. It's the first time they put all that together and see how that feels. And while they're doing that, the backstage crew will be in the auditorium running scene changes and getting familiar with what they have to do on the stage. And then about 3 o'clock we'll take a dinner break. So that's when you can consider we'll just order pizza. We'll make it simple for that first day. And then after dinner break, everybody will report to the auditorium and they will just, I call it a stumble through. It's the first time the kids have actually been on the set and put everything together. So it's really kind of a very rough run. The directors are moving groups of people, telling them where they're standing in the midst of their set pieces that they have never been involved with before until that day. If we had our own theater, it'd be nice. We could have several weeks of working on the set and in the stage. But the way we operate, we have to rent a theater. It's very expensive, so we get 1 week. And so that first weekend in and the first couple days is everybody getting familiar with our space and our set and everything. So that's why we've extended it to 8 o'clock on Sunday. Then Monday off, and then Tuesday, you can see on your order form, we'll be getting Penn Station subs. What we'll be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have a 4:30 call, so everybody can come straight from school, straight from work out at carpool, so the kids can arrive at 4:30. We'll have dinner waiting for them if you want to order with us, or you can pack your own dinner or eat on the way. So for people, it's hard to get there. But 4:30 to 5 basically is time to eat. If you can't get from school or work or whatever, you kind of have that grace period from 4:30 to 5. But by 5, the kids really need to be getting in costume, getting in makeup, getting their mics on, getting sound checks. So keep that in mind with your schedule and how you're going to order your meals and how your kids are going to get fed before they get there. Because once we start at 5 o'clock, we don't have a break to eat anything. So they have to be ready to and good to go for the rest of the evening. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. We're having Penn Station subs, Wendy's, and Chipotle on those 3 nights. And our meals are $5. If you're a parent, if your parent committee is one that will be very active at the school during those nights, you might be working on stuff. You'll find out today when you meet with your committee what your schedule might be. You guys can all agree, maybe special activities would agree what night they all would meet. So then you can think about that, and maybe you want to have a meal for yourself as well. You want to be there with your child and eat first before you get started. Thursday night is our final dress rehearsal. Our historian committee and the photographers, will all be there. They'll be taking pictures of our final run-through, so we'll have you in full makeup, full costumes. Everybody will be ready to go. That's the night that we get all the photos taken that will end up in the show book that we ordered. So that was Friday night. We're having Chick-fil-A. Saturday is we're having Fazoli's between the 2 shows. So Saturday we have a 2 o'clock matinee, and there will be a break in between the show. And we ask that the kids not leave because it's a pretty short turnaround time, so we'll keep everyone there. Which means my green room committee should prepare for a long day and making sure that we have people covering that in between time too. And then we'll serve dinner in between. We don't have an exact time of our run through yet because we haven't done the show from beginning to end, so I can't say our show is 2.5 hours. We don't know yet, so hopefully it won't be longer than that. So they'll whittle it down so it'll be not too long a show. So in between the 2 shows is when we have Fazoli's. And then on Sunday, we have 2 shows, but make note of the time. The 2 shows on Sunday are 2 o'clock and 6:30. We moved it up because we're trying to squeeze in an extra half an hour because at the end of the run on Sunday, they strike. All parents and cast and crew are required to stay until we have cleared everything out of the building and returned it to our warehouses, for CYT's warehouses. So Sunday is a really long day, and in between the two shows, we're going to have Arby's to eat. And so everyone prepared for that long day. Tech Week is fast and furious. It's a lot of fun. It's so completely tiring. And I'm sorry that for some of the kids it falls during finals week. So it's going to be really important to really think ahead and have your life prepared. Just to be prepared for that. Maybe if you can take other things off your plate during that time of Tech Week, it will simplify your life. Whatever you can do to think ahead and just be ready for that. It never gets easier, but it does help to know ahead of time that it's pretty intense. So the next item on our parent order form are talking about the congrat ads. These are little items in our program. In the back of the program, you can send in your child's picture and give a congratulations to them. We have all different sizes, and if you see on this box is a reminder of where you need to send it. Chrissy would like these by tomorrow, so if you get a chance, to put them on your email and send her. Just give her the line, what you want to say, and attach a photo. Also in your email, make sure that you tell her what size, because you're paying for the congrat ad on this form, but you're sending it to her by email. So it's two separate things, but I'll send her the list of the finalized list of everyone's names and sizes. But it will help her in your email. You include what size you ordered, the text of what you want to say, and your photo. Any questions about that? I did not bring any extra programs in. I don't know if anyone has one in their car or briefcase or anything. You might have you have a box of programs here. That would be helpful if anyone wants to see some examples of a congrat ad. The next question? Yeah. I'm sorry. The Peter Pan stuff is just about ready. I'm picking up the DVDs tomorrow, and the photo DVDs are being created right now, and I have dog tags and what's the other thing we have? The show books are being delivered to my house hopefully Monday or Tuesday. So by next weekend, we should have the whole Peter Pan package of the souvenir items ready to deliver. And I'll send an email to the Peter Pan cast where to pick them up. Okay? We'll probably send them to Annie and your people that are involved. So yeah. Yes.
I know I'm exposing myself right now, but can you give us the email address for the bios where it's supposed to go?
Yes.
2 seconds ago? Okay.
Bios at gmail.com. Looks just like this one. You guys, you ladies are smart. Where's Amy Hewlett? You got this going on. She's my our new program chair. This is your second round, so that's nice. She created a specific email address for what she needs. So, okay, do you want to come up here and expose all of them? So okay, we have a list of who still needs to turn in their bio.
Okay, hi, I'm Amy Hewlett. I'm the chairperson for the program. So just two things really from us. If you haven't turned your bio in, please send it in. I'm going to say your name in just a minute to embarrass you extra. That's the price you pay. But about congrat ads, I know they're due tomorrow and you're probably like, oh my gosh, I just got this form today. But if you could really get those in soon in the next few days, it takes a while to format those and make them look good. And Chrissy's a busy lady. She's going to school and she's trying to squeeze it in for us. So if you could kind of, I know everybody's busy, but please try to get that turned in, because there's a lot to turn in for the program. And we have less time because of the holiday with the printer. So let me read these names. You scroll through it. Okay, I'm just gonna say your last name, and you know that as a reminder that we do need your bio. Bagley's, Berries, Clancy, Funk, Goodrich, Jenkins, Callis, King, Knickram, McGowan, Meyer, Miller, Odell, Worsakowski, Panyard, Pappas, Pierce, and Powers. Okay. So now you don't have to feel bad. There's so big. All right, everybody, get on that. If you are stumped, most of those names have done shows before, so they know how to make bios. So it's a time. I know there's so much going on, so much. Can I just say the week I've had? Oh my goodness! I had to drive to Ball State, pick up a son, move him out of the dorm, turn around, drive to Chicago, and graduate a daughter from college yesterday morning. So it's been crazy this weekend so far. So if there are any typos in my materials, please forgive me. Okay. Where were we? All right, so that's the congrats ads. Any other questions? Next category are the pre-ordered items. Please keep in mind, all these things are optional. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed that you have to buy all this. It's all optional, and even later after this date, if you feel like there was something and you feel like, oh, I really wish I had ordered that, just email me. It might not be too late to add something on. Just saying. All right, so the first thing in this box was the makeup kit. If you are a new family, that's one thing you are required to purchase. You must have specific stage makeup, and so we have ordered a kit for your child, and this is where you pay for it if you haven't already. Some of you have, but if you haven't, this is where you can add to that. If you are a veteran family coming back, some of you just need to order the base makeup refill, so you can order that here. We have all the colors that you need. They already assessed the colors of the kids when we first started. The next couple of things, we have a video DVD of the show. This is professionally created. The guy comes in with 2 cameras. It's a really nice, great quality show for the DVD. So those are $20. We have a photo DVD that we put all of the pictures that our photo committee takes during the dress rehearsals, your headshot, a lot of rehearsal pictures, the fun stuff, the close-ups, and the spur of the moment, you know, the fun things. There's about 300 to 400 photos that they cram on those photo DVDs. So those are just a fun record to have. We sell photos at the show on the table, but if you just don't want to mess with buying 1 and 2 here and you just want all of them that are available, that it's $10 for that photo DVD. Our show books are $30. They're hardbound, Shutterfly, like yearbooks that have all those photos and all the headshots in them. They're beautiful, great souvenirs. We also do dog tags, which have a little colorful rubber ring around the edge of them, and a lot of the kids collect them from all the shows they've done. If you just need a tag, it's $4. It has their name, their role, the show, the season, all that information. And if you need a chain along with it, it's $1 additional if you don't have a chain already. I think next weekend we will have a promo pack coming out. So if you're ordering a dog tag, you know, I don't think we need you to fill anything out. If you just say that you want one, we have all the information because we have their name and their character and all that. So there's nothing you need to fill out unless you want to order an old one from a previous show. You can do that if you want to update. Congrat Cups are the Special Activities Committee. Congrat Cups and Stargrams are things that are available in the lobby, and it's something that you send backstage to your child, so you can pre-order that, and then they know about how many to get ready. And it will be a Wizard of Oz plastic cup, and it will be filled with candy, and those are $3. And then also Stargram is just a little thing. Lisa, you want to say something? She's got a sample for you to see.
Yeah. We started these collector cups, and as you can see, it started with Aladdin, which was in spring 2012. And these get a lot of use in our house, and you can see that they've really held up. And then this is Beauty and the Beast and High School Musical. And what they look like is a cup like this, and then we fill it with candy, and we put, little plastic. So it goes back to your actor. This is a great thing to have to remember the show. $3, and we also are going to sell some novelty things for $1, where you can write a note to your actor and send it back, or maybe a fellow actor in the show. And what's really great about it is you're also supporting the organization through your purchase of, $1 or $3. And a lot of kids get, things, notes sent back to them. So it's a great thing to support and participate in.
Thank you. So it does help if you pre-order that, so they make sure that they have that, and then they also order additional, because there's at the door sales in the lobby of the days of the show. The parent pass is $20. Jody, would you be able to address a parent pass and can you tell everybody, because you're kind of handling that, can you just tell them what that is, how much it is? I don't have a form.
Okay. If you need a parent pass, it's basically $20. It'll get you one reserved seat, and the rest of the shows are first available. Okay, so if you've already got your tickets, we can still work that out. If you've already got one ticket, we'll subtract that out now. Just come to me, we'll figure it out. But you get a lanyard that says parent pass, and you get into the shows. You can sit anywhere besides the one that you reserved. So it's $20. But if you're going to be working on makeup committee or refreshments and you're already a volunteer, then you really don't need a parent pass. But your spouse might want one, or your siblings might want to come to every show, or grandma and grandpa that plan on coming to every show. It's just our way of saying thank you for all your help. I'm at a great discount. Be there to watch the time. So there's a form that will come, just fill it out, and it'll get to me, and I'll give you the information to get your ticket.
So you can either pay for that here all at once with everything. The form for that will be in the promo packet next weekend that you fill out, so we'll have your name. Okay, any questions about that section? Anybody? Yeah.
DVDs from Facebook. Sorry.
If you put on a parent form that you want a parent pass, which I know some people do, still fill out the other form, because that's how I draw straight. Okay? So if you put it on here, great. We got your money, but now I need all your other information on the other form. Sorry.
From Peter Pan, DVDs ever get distributed?
That's what we were just talking about there. I'm picking them up tomorrow, and by next weekend we'll have the packet of all the souvenir stuff from Peter Pan. Okay? Then the final thing on our form here is about our cast party. Cast party is a blast. It's our final, it comes 1 week after the show. The kids are so excited. They haven't seen one another for a whole week, and it's the night that we celebrate. And we have awards, we have music and food, and so it's $5 a person or $25 max per family. And we cover the entree and all your paper products, and we ask that everyone bring one additional side item to pitch in. So I would encourage you to come and bring your whole family. It is so much fun. All right, that is our parent order form. Does anyone have any other questions about this form that we need to go over right now? One more question? Yeah. Yeah, those are, you can pick up to 3 of those items. Yes. Yeah, so you could have one of all of those, and it's still $5. Well, I'm sure we'll probably make the cheeseburgers plain, just meat and cheese, and we'll take our chance. Okay, the next item on our list is talking about our absence and illness policy. We have a policy that 2 weekends before the show opens is mandatory attendance, because we are now at that point we're running the show from top to bottom. So it's very difficult if kids are absent. So please do not plan any activities that would make your kid be absent. I know it's a really busy time of year at school, so I know some of you have emailed me, there's like mandatory choir concerts and we'll work around that. So email me if you're not going to be there so that we know how to prepare and I can tell the directors what's coming up. If you are ill, please don't send your child. We don't want to spread the germs right now. It's a busy time, so just stay home. If you have a fever, don't come and spread it. We have a text message group called Remind 101, I'm moving on our list. If you send a text, like right now, you can take out your phone and send a text to this phone number, and you have the message in the message box put @CYT Indy, and that enrolls you in this text message group for this show. It's really handy, especially during Tech Week. There might be some last-minute adjustments. Trust me, we've had to use it. We've had snowstorms, we've had tornadoes, we've had all kinds of weather, and this is the time of year we could have some bad weather, and you need to know if you need to come early to pick up your child or to make sure you know your child is safe. And so it helps that with one text I can inform all of you of any changes to our schedule. The Tech Week schedule, we just pretty much went over that, so I'm not going to take additional time. Just keep in mind that this Tech Week schedule could change a little bit. When we get to Tech Week, I pretty much send out a daily email reminding you of the schedule, any changes to it, any additional information you need to have so that you can always be informed. The next thing I wanted to show you is show and tell. This is a show bin. Every child has to have their own tub. Put your name on it, everywhere around it. And the kids during Tech Week will bring this in and take it home because they can't leave it at the school. Our green room is in their choir room. They're still in school that week. This is their last week of school at Carmel High School. So we have to clean all of our stuff out, and the kids take this back and forth. So inside your show bin, you're going to have to bring several things. You need to have a button-up smock or shirt, and anytime kids get in costume, they need to wear this over their costume and go down to the makeup room, preferably in a shirt that buttons up the front, not pulling off over their head where it's going to mess up their makeup or their hair. So just go find something, one of Dad's old shirts or something from Goodwill. They will also carry their, an important note is under their costume, the kids have to wear tight bike shorts and tank tops, something that they are modestly dressed because we do not have private dressing rooms. So the kids are basically in a hallway or in a large room putting their costumes on. So make sure that your child is appropriately dressed so that when they take their costume off, they are modestly covered and they're not embarrassed and no one else is embarrassed to see them.
Boys and girls in the same state.
Yes, boys and girls, keep that in mind. So make sure your child is dressed in something that they're not embarrassing themselves or others who might see them. You don't want anyone to feel awkward. So shorts, a tank top. There are some costumes that require special items, and if someone has to wear a dress that they can't wear a tank top, they will have a private place to change. Yes.
Those were noted on that attachment you sent out, so if it didn't say you can change the dressing room, then you cannot change the dressing room.
So just keep that in mind, that the kids understand what to wear underneath their costumes. So, what's next on our list? Your makeup. This is your makeup kit. When you receive your makeup kit, it comes in a box like this. It's small and tiny, and when the first time you open it, everything kind of explodes out. Make sure that you label every single little piece in here, even the lids and the bottoms, and somehow maybe put a piece of tape on your powder sponge, and even the eyeliner, put a little piece of tape around it with your name on it. Because they end up with 70 kids coming for makeup, and inevitably half of them leave something or other in there. So make sure everything's labeled so they get it back. And it makes it much easier for the kids if you give them either a large Ziploc bag or a little kit or something to put this in. It's a lot easier than trying to pack it back in this tiny little container. So get a little